The opening tip belongs to the Wizards as we get going in Washington. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Won't go. Great feed. He throws it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Wall. Now a steal by Washington.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Wall across the timeline. Down 2. Driving right to the basket. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Easy path to the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's Russ at the controls. Beal against the 5-time All-Star. Had a chance, but it's no good. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. John Wall. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Short jumper stays out. Shot from the lane won't go. Can't miss those. Cousins. Gets a look. Can't hit. Westbrook into the front court. Down 3. Beasley to Oladipo. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Beal. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Short jumper off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. Houston with the basketball to Oladipo. A lot of contact, no whistle. Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3. Beal against the former #1 pick. Oh, Russell Westbrook missed his first. That one goes. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Beal. And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Bradley Beal, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Oladipo up against Beal. Slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Runner's good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Beal. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Oh, he had him there for a second. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. It's Washington with the basketball. Ish Smith. To Wall. There it is, John Wall. First couple didn't go. That one is true. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
To Cousins. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Washington.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Way to hit.
Wizards have it. A drive down the lane, but the shot.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Wall.
Number 25, Alex Lynn. Defensive foul to number 20. That's his first.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Gerald Green.
Gerald Green pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rockets in control of the basketball. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Curling inside. Count the bucket for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ish Smith up against John Wall. Cousins to Gerald Green. From the outside, no good. Napier with the basketball. Down 8. Rockets have it. Wall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Houston, number 21, Victor Oladipo. Into the game.
Wall.
Number 15.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ish Smith trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 66%. Missed the foul shot. Napier with the basketball. Down 5. Ish Smith. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. There it is, John Wall. 3 for 6 now.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Here comes the screen.
Oh, yeah, blow by.
It's a big finish.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. 15-footer at the buzzer. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Rockets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Jumper's good.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, he had it.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Goes 2 for 2. Beal. To Smith.
Take that.
Beal buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's Rockets ball. Wall. Robin Lopez sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Robin Lopez, he's 2 for 2 now.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oladipo. No good. Is Smith. Gets it in the left corner. Beal, defended by Wall. The pass set it all up.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Wall, picked up by Westbrook. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
John Wall has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws.
Washington, number 8.
Russ at the controls. Has a look. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Westbrook with the basketball. Down 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Westbrook to Beal. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
2 for 2 on that trip. Washington basketball. Westbrook to Beal. Westbrook to Beal. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Wall to Cousins. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And now Houston has the basketball to Wall. There it is, John Wall. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court comes Wall. The lead is 11. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Wall with it up top. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen to Cousins. And stuffs it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Almost unlucky bounce. Wall into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Wizards have the rebound. Russell Westbrook powers it through.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Wall to Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Beal. The drive right to the basket. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Into the front court, it's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Oh, big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Wizards at the controls. Beal up against John Wall. To Lopez. Has a chance. Bradley Beal. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Wall. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Russell Westbrook, defended by Wall. It goes down.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
To Beasley from long range. Beasley forced that one. Defense was right there. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Wizards with the basketball.
That's me. Ball.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
That's going to be out of bounds. Wall guarded by Alex Len. 4-3. Drills the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Ish Smith up against John Wall. To Beal. Knocked loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here we go. I got him. Shooter.
Gets a look. Can't hit. From the painted area, won't go down. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Rockets worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Wizards have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Defense.
The Houston Rockets have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Houston takes over.
Screen coming, screen coming.
Wall to Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Oladipo. Won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Russell Westbrook up against John Wall. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Westbrook. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Westbrook across the timeline. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Westbrook.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. And throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Washington with the basketball. Westbrook. Michael Beasley rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Beasley. Beal. Robin Lopez. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Get over.
Wall to Cousins. And a throwdown.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Beasley. Oladipo, guarded by Beal. From the outside, no good. The follow won't go either. Beal. Has a look. A shot, no good there for Lopez. To Oladipo. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Wizards have it.
I got something for him.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Westbrook with it. His guys down big. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. To Beasley.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Wall. Wide open look, won't go. Robin Lopez, he's now shooting 5 for 7.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Wall. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Wall. Oh, had him going there for a second. Wall picked up by Westbrook. Victor Oladipo. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rockets have the ball. Wall sizing up Beal. To Oladipo. That's rebounded by the Wizards. Surveys the floor. Westbrook to Beal. He wants to deliver. Beal kicks it outside. Goes to the right side.
Watch back.
Shot from in close. No good. Good look that time, but off the mark. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Here's Smith in a matchup with Boogie. Can't connect. Cousins. Robin Lopez with the block. Wizards able to recover.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Oh, he can't connect. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Washington basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Jumper's good.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in 3-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a 2-point shot relevant these days.
Tyson Chandler tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
They work it down to Gordon. Ish Smith sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice swat that time. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Wall across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Gordon's shot misses.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Not that time. He missed it. To Wall. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Gerald Green slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Smith. And the rebound taken by Chandler.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Mo Wagner at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Houston with the basketball. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Wall knocks it down.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Here's Smith, defended by Wall. Down low, Bell. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. Here's Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
He gets it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Is Smith. Screen coming. Napier takes on Eric Gordon. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oladipo guarded by Russell Westbrook. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Oladipo won't go. The follow won't go either. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Houston.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Wall. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle. The drive right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Can't connect from inside. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Subbing in for the Washington Wizards, number 14, Ish Smith.
Beal up against John Wall. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. Ah, rocking the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Ish Smith to Beal. Shot from the lane won't go. Cousins to Wall. Washington has the rebound. To Smith. No, I missed a short one there. Wall into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Just not going down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Wizards at the controls. To Smith. Knocked loose. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. That's out of bounds. Wall the last to touch. Substitution being made in this one. Russell Westbrook, defended by Wall. Gets to the basket and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wall picked up by Westbrook. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Wall against the former MVP. Baseline drive. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Driving right to the basket. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Time to shuffle things up. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Is Smith. Cashes in for two.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Shot by Westbrook off the mark. Baseline drive and look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lopez. Rebound Cousins.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets could not have been more dominant in this game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Wizards really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
John Wall could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Washington Wizards. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.